Hi, everybody. It's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Eddie Wood, the next Pirate to hit. He set a new career high in home runs this year, and Singy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. This one lifted in the air, left field. Palacios makes the catch, inning over. Scoreless after one.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Eddie Wood.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Base is empty, one away. Here in the third and final game of the series. Right side, hard hit. Stott over to first in time. That's the second out. Bottom of the seventh. Now here is Eddie Wood. The right-hander back to work. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
You know, these Pirates definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. It feels like it's been one first pitch out after another, and they've given up 8 outs on the first pitch alone.
And the righty deals. This one popped up. Stop. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Here now is our final line.
Man at first. Here is Moncada.
Yohan Moncada.
Righty delivers. Runner takes off. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Usually when you see it,
2 outs, nobody on. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Eddie Wood. And this is a guy that doesn't just impact the game defensively. They count on him to deliver offense.
he's the first guy at the ballpark. He's got to study opposing hitters. He's got to get familiar with his starting pitcher for that night. And he's getting in the cage to take his swings. That's a whole lot, and so many times goes unnoticed.
1-1 now. Fought off foul. Right-hander kick steals. And a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion. Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Whips it to Moore, and that is the inning. So one left for Pittsburgh, scoreless after one. Late with the swing there.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
The other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 2 outs, base is empty. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the speedy catcher, Eddie Wood. Fly ball to right. Soler gets under it. Squeezes it. And there's one down. Eddie Wood, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Cisnero, a 6'3 righty, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Flares it into the outfield. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now here is Julio Rodriguez. Horner on the go. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Pirates use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down.
Yo, you want to see something cool? No? Well, I'm going to do it anyway.
Eddie Wood will hit next. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Singy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. Swings through that one, 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Headed down the line. Luplow makes his way towards it, tries to make the play, but it's foul. Here comes a pitch. Got him. That's out number 2.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants.
That's out to center field. And it drops in. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in.
And a swing and a miss. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. And first offering is fouled off.
Boog, one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2000s.
Jose Cisnero gets the ball now. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And that one fouled off. To the right side, Diaz on the run, sends it over to first, steps on the bag, got him. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And now the catcher comes up to him, Eddie Wood. Ferguson back to work. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And a pitch. And he lays down a bunt. In there safely.
Maybe a little small ball is exactly what the doctor ordered to rev up this offense, and they've been pretty quiet all game, so maybe this wakes them up a bit and helps them get on the board.
And now it's Rowdy Tellez. And the lefty with the 0-1. Runner takes off. Out to center. Squeezes it. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning.
Wood with an unremarkable performance in the loss.
I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of...
And now the DH, Eddie Wood. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Ground ball up the middle, corner. Throws to first in time. And first offering is fouled off. The Pirates down by a pair here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Headed down the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, the designated
Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Liner caught it second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's
Eddie Wood now at the plate. He's a guy who does it all. Fought off foul. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Swung on, belted, way back there. And that one hops the wall. And that's a double.
He was all over that one. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. The tying run at the plate. Got him! 2 away.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Swinging a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A gigantic blast. And we are tied. It's 4-4. Here comes the crowd. These Pirates fans are loud.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep...
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the DH, Eddie Wood.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Throws to first in time. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Close one here today, and your final 5.
slice of pizza to my name. Too proud to beg for change, mastering the pain. When New York was calling Southern rappers lame, but then Jack and I slang. I used to get dizzy spells, hear a little rain, the voice of an angel telling me my name, telling me that one day I'ma be a great man, transforming with the Megatron dawn, spitting out flames, eating whack rappers alive, and out chains. I ain't believe it then. I was homeless, fighting, shooting dice, smoking on the corners, trying to find the meaning of life in the till the 5%ers rolled up on the and informed them. You either build or destroy. Where you come from? The Magnolia Projects in the Third Ward slum. It's quite amazing that you rhyme how you do and that you shine like you grew up in a shrine in Peru. Question 14.
Hello, baseball fan. Next is the designated hitter, Eddie Wood. He set a new career high in home runs this year, and Siggy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. Foul ball there. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Chapman leads off second with one gone in the inning. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Gets a piece and stays alive. Max said he's not sure who actually started at first, but it was 2019, and he and Giolito, who were teammates together in high school in Los Angeles, they had the idea to become more familiar with the opposing lineup using MLB The Show. Fouls it off, still 1-2. One out and a runner at second.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Profar settles under it, makes the grab. And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. One out, base is empty. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball, 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike three, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And now 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on.
Bottom of the second. Here's Nolan Arenado.
The third baseman, Nolan
Wood back to work. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. The pitch. Swings through that one for strike one. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another. This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Walker checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Didn't go. Base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. I really like the approach of that swing. That was a good changeup on the corner, but he recognized it early, didn't get jumpy, and just smacked it to the opposite field.
Outside low. And that is ball 1. And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Next pitch misses. 2-2.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Runners at the corners, nobody out as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. Throw cut off, now to the plate. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Dylan Carlson, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And takes low for ball 1. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. Walker, the base runner at first with 1 out. And now the count is even. That one way inside.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And the right-hander deals. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
The pitch. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And there's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And it's filled up. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him swinging.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also...
And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Eddie Wood.
On a line, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you.
Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And it hits the base. Around from second is the tying run. It's 1-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
So 2 down. And now Samuel. That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. There's the strike. And a foul ball. Towards first, and he takes it himself for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Nootbaar batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Close, but call the ball. And 1-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Tied up here in the early going. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And it's through for a hit. One down. Bo Bichette up to the dish. First pitch doesn't find the zone. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that's a base hit. Lead runner around second. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike two. Nootbaar on third. Bichette at first. One gone. Ground ball left side, could be two. Over to second for one. And that's two.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect.
Back here at Busch Stadium. Bottom of the fourth. And now here is Jordan Walker. Wood back to work. Ball one, no strikes.
You know, these Cardinals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Gets it to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Kicks and fires. Line drive. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
In the dirt. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. And a pop-up. Right side, foul territory. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit. And the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Two outs. Hard hit left side. They get the force, and that's the third out.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Carlson settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the DH, Kyle Farmer. First pitch, just misses. Farmer, 34-year-old vet, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2013. The pitch. That one fouled off. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Ground ball right side. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Brendan Donovan. Next up for the Cardinals. First offering, and it just misses. And that drops in for a strike.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Goes down looking.
Well, caught him looking on that fourth pitch of the at-bat, and I have to think it had something to do with the sequence they threw at him. Kind of bounced back and forth between the outside and inside corners with the previous pitches, and that makes it really tough to cover the whole plate. Just couldn't get a swing off at that pitch on the inside.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Bottom of the 6th. Now up for St. Louis, Bichette. And there's a foul ball. Strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Fastball for a strike. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay,
well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt. And a pitch. To third, Chapman. Tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Carlson in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Right through there for a strike.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter.
Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Now around second, going for third. The relay in there safely.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Chopper to second. Norby throws to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Up the middle, Chev. Tosses to first. That ends the frame. One down. Eddie Wood, the next Pirate to hit. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. So first and second with 2 outs. Next is the Pirates DH, Eddie Wood. He's a guy who does it all.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Looking for some insurance, or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance.
No matter how you say it.
Down the left field line, should be extra bases. Coming home, one run is in. The relay to the plate, he'll score. 2 runs are in, and they're up by 3.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
2 outs, runner at first. Ji-Hwan Bae, the next Pirate to hit. Snap throw to first. Wood back on a dive.
Hey, catch up right here.
2 outs. And no throw. He's into first easily.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
The pitch. Got him looking. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Wood with a solid outing on the mound and push them to the walk-off win at the plate. Not bad.
And Boog, if he plays like this on a consistent basis, making contributions on the mound and at the plate, it makes him so much more valuable to the team in the long run.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates.
Natural disasters, all these emotional rappers. Master of my own fate and I own my own masters. Don't let this smooth taste fool you. When I bust, I school you. They throw rocks and hide behind the computer. It's yellow tape and white chalk when I'm on the beat. Yeah, you rich, but your talk is cheap. Never see me trying to walk with sheep. I'm so famous, can't even cough in peace. Your alter ego is Maltese. I was waiting for Auntie Punkin' release. Crying over spilled milk. Probably never seen your friend. Probably never seen your dad. Or played dodgeball with Fed time. I done some things I ain't proud of. Like so my mom. The devil put some toxin in me. Demons trying to have an auction in me. They wanna sell my soul. Going once, going twice. Never sold. Best story that was never told. Keep in mind that I have several episodes. A lot of things to be thankful for. A wife and 3 kids, I may make it 4. Never get the credit I deserve. I don't know if you hearing every word. I don't get the credit I deserve. Rest in peace, Janet really had them birds. Yeah, I'm a threat, threat. Yeah, I'm a threat, threat. You know I'm a threat, threat. Yeah, I'm a threat. They wanna know where the jump shot come from. Coach Outlaw taught me the beef method. Balance eye contact, elbow room, follow through. See, that's what I was taught to do. I probably learned more from Coach Gwen than I did from my own kin. Yeah, the streets was my sensei. I sold them, rap about it on my mixtape. I had respect, but I gained more. You rather be underrated or unemployed? Think on it. Keisha Ream big enough to skate on it. My lifestyle big enough to hate on it. This beat hard enough to put J on it. My yard too big to put a rake on it. But I got the Cullen and a Wraith on it. Never get the credit I deserve. I don't know if you hearing every word. I don't get the credit I deserve.